There we go. Welcome to this week in Weiss Schwarz, where I had to take down my card game wall because of future employment opportunities. If you are a JP player, I'm sorry. Please leave. That's a joke. There's going to be a lot of English news this episode, so we're going to start off with the JP news first. Super quick, go sub to the Clips channel and all that stuff. I will have a link at the top this time, I promise. So currently we have the set information for 2 new sets in JP. Saekano Fine is going to be released on June 10th. It is going to contain 100 cards, 5 PR cards, and 5 signed cards. This is Neo Standard with the previous Saekano set. Later in the month, Idolmaster Million Live is going to be released on June 24th. This is going to contain 123 cards and there will be 128 parallel rares. The SR and the SSR art from the game will be used as art for this set. There will be 19 box topper PR cards. There will also be 5 VA signed cards and there will be 52 Idol signed cards. There will also be 5 SEC cards with original art related to Weiss Schwarz. I'm going on a whim here. I'm going to say that the 5 SEC cards are the 5 VA signs. Makes sense. Also, the art might be like the previous Idolmaster set, Idolmaster Shiny Colors, and yeah, that is it. That's all the information that we have. And now we're going to get on with the English news. The Errata Page has been updated with 1 card on the list. Just a Child Rudius has extra text removed. So if you look at the card that is currently printed, next to the auto icon, it has the words auto as well. So it isn't that bad. It could be worse. So lately, Bushiroad has been doing a pretty good job with the quality of the Weiss Schwarz products, but there's always something that slips through the cracks, and it's always something kinda dumb like this. Again, it could be worse. And speaking of Mushoku Tensei, there's going to be a remote fight tournament being held in celebration of the release of Mushoku Tensei. This is from Bushiroad. To celebrate the release of our newest English edition title, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, we will be holding a 64-player tournament via Bushiroad Remote Fight. Do not miss the opportunity to compete and win Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation products. For those who use a Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation deck and place first will win additional prizes. The tournament is on Saturday, April 23rd at 10 a.m. PST. And jump cut, I'm wearing glasses now. So if you're joining the tournament, good luck. And to reiterate, if you are playing Mushoku Tensei, you do get extra prizes as well. I'm not going to be able to join the tournament because I'm going to be out of the country. So yeah, stock swap. Please win.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? I heard there was a Mushoku Tensei tournament and like you actually get more stuff. Like if you actually win using Mushoku Tensei. I'm kind of wondering how that's gonna go. You know, there's a lot of different builds that you could do with Mushoku Tensei and all that. And I like what you do with the room. The room looks really nice. Like I like the posters and everything. Is everything okay? You haven't really said anything to me since I came in. You know what? That's cool. I'm just gonna head out. You know, I know you're super busy. You know, making YouTube videos, and you know, Springfest is next week. You got to start prepping up for that. But I'll head out. You know, it's fine. And I know you're busy. But if you like want to go get food later, you know, hang out, go get something to eat, or you know something, you just hit me up. You know, you can hit me up for anything. Just All right. Lunchbox. Listen, Lunchy. I miss you. All right. You don't talk to me anymore. You don't text me. You don't play with me anymore. Like what happened? What happened between us? What happened to the standby waifu decks that you built, huh? The Haruhi, the Hatsuho. Those were fun, right? Like those weren't they? We had a great time playing with that. Like what happened to us? Like
you turned meta. That's why. You turned meta. I can't be in love with someone who's meta now.
No, I get it. Just things change, people change. I understand. Just enjoy your 8 gold bar, all right? I'm sure that he's gonna treat you well, but don't forget that I love you, and I always will.
And I love you too. Check-in times have been updated for Springfest. For all locations, check-in is at 8 a.m. and will end at 10 a.m. So make sure that you're there on time for check-in, but more importantly, make sure you bring water, make sure you bring some snacks, because these are marathons. And speaking of marathons, on the California date of Springfest, we are gonna meet up with some friends of the channel. More info will be on the community Discord if you're in there. Also, it's my birthday on the California Weiss Schwarz Springfest date, so there's gonna be no episode next week. There'll be like an extra video though. So yeah, good luck everybody. I'll see y'all there. So if you do see me and my team like walking around, hanging out and doing stuff, by all means, go easy on us. But by all means, do not be afraid to come up and say hello. Let's have a talk. Let's hang out. So yeah, see y'all there. The release date for Quintessential Quintuplets 2 has been pushed back a week. It was originally announced for August 5th, but it is now moved to August 12th. So last week I talked about how the release dates were just like a little too close to each other and that I wouldn't be surprised if something got moved. Here you go. Moving on. The Bushiroad Global Online Store has added 5 new Weiss Schwarz shirts on their store. They feature Shiyoko on it and oh my god, I want them all. I'm picking up all 5. Oh my god. I'm picking up 2. They are $30 each and I'm gonna be straight up. I never got my WeGo Weiss Schwarz collaboration shirt and hat. Like they never showed up. So I'm a little apprehensive on ordering these, but I'm willing to risk it for Shiyoko. Now, the final piece of news is that, well, I should probably change my shirt for this segment. The final piece of news is that, you already know, both volumes of Attack on Titan are getting a reprint in English Weiss Schwarz. To quote Bushiroad, both reprints will retain their original specifications. Alright, so when I first read the announcement and I heard the original specifications, my mind went straight to the tower designs. It's also featured on the picture. That means that this is going to contain the old rarity distribution. On the Weiss Schwarz Twitter account, they also confirmed that this is a 1-for-1 reprint. It's gonna have updated text for any like erratas, but they also have the same color signatures. Like for example, the gold, silver, blue, and red from AOT set 2. Now, why is this important? With the Slime and Overlord reprints, those are going to have silver signatures to indicate that they're from a reprint. With the AOT reprints, they're not silver. They're the colors that they originally came with. With the AOT reprints, they're not silver. Well, you know, one of them is, but they're the original colors that the first printing came with. And there is no way to indicate that they are reprints compared to the original pressing. This has caused some collectors and a lot of investors angry, which, first of all, it is important to clarify that investors and collectors are not exclusively the same thing. There are overlap, but they're more or less mutually exclusive to their own camps of consumerism. As a player of Weiss Schwarz, this is phenomenal news. I can finally rebuild my old Titan deck that I sold out for years ago and maybe even purchase it for cheaper. Those double rare errands. Nice. This is also great news, especially for newer players who missed the original wave of the release and don't really want to spend the monthly payment of a reasonably priced used car. Do I want the double rare errand, or do I want to be able to buy groceries that would last me like a week and a half? For collectors, this is also pretty great as well. This set was released when Weiss Schwarz was not as popular as it is now. The print rates were low. Because there was low printing then, the prices are high now. So the prices of the higher rarities should be more or less going down with the reprint. So if you're a collector of like a certain VA or just like a huge fan of the property, you're gonna have more chances to have those signed cards from a cheaper product. And that part's important. It's a cheaper product. You're not spending up to $160 plus for a booster box. For the investors, I understand why you're upset. And I think doing the silver signed cards would kind of be like a good way to appease everybody. But this is Bushy we talking about though. For the investors, if you are upset that the value of the card is going down, I don't think you're really in it for the character, the property, or the VA. It just kind of sounds like you're more in it for the money. The potential to hold onto these cards for it to go up in value with the purpose of reselling it. And also complaining on social media that you spent all this money on this product and then that they're reprinting it and then the initial investment of your product went down. kind of sounds like you're gatekeeping a game. And that's what this is. This is a trading card game. You're only thinking about your initial investment and the money that you put into it, and they're not really thinking about the players or anybody else. Although it is rare for Bushiroad to reprint a set, they will reprint what sells. And if they wanted a simultaneous release of all 3 sets of AOT, they're gonna have to rush this into production by just sending what they have to the printers. On this channel, we are more concerned about the availability and the accessibility of the game of Weiss Schwarz to common players. These reprints are needed for the game, and it is a great way for more cards to get into players' hands and more players to get into the game. Same with the collectors. They don't need to go out and spend a ton of money to get the signed cards that they need now, because there's going to be more available in the market. And for the investors, if you're going into Weiss to make money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. And that is where we're going to end today's video. Argue in the comments about the reprints. I won't be reading them. I'm just not gonna read them. Thank you all of my YouTube members crawling up on the side over here, and I will see you all in Springfest. Again, if you see me walking around, don't be afraid to come up, say hello. It raises my dopamine levels. Also, say happy birthday as well, because again, it's my birthday. And also, we gotta figure out what the move is. Is it Korean barbecue afterwards, or is it fried chicken? See y'all in 2 weeks.